Part 4, Reflections and Takeaways. So we've come to the end of this workshop, and just to really consolidate what we've learnt, and hopefully you feel in a better position to apply it in your organisation. So part 1, we focused on understanding social value. Part 2, we looked into how to measure it using 2 models, so the TOMS model and the SROI model. And then finally, part 3, we looked at how you can leverage / share it with the wider community so that you can benefit from it. So let's look at some reflections and takeaway do's and don'ts. And we'll start with the do's. So do be authentic. Focus on what you generally do, not what sounds impressive. Do follow the principles. So understand the 8 principles of social value. And that includes involving your stakeholders, understanding what changes, value the things that matter, only include what is material. And by that, it's what's substantial enough to warrant you claiming it or warrant your attention. Do not overclaim. Be transparent. Verify the results. And be responsive. Do start with what you already do. So most businesses create social value without realizing it. So look at what you're already doing. Don't necessarily go and create things that aren't aligned with your values. Do listen to your beneficiaries and your community. Their voices define real impact. And generally, they're the ones that can tell you if that impact has been realized and has been felt. Do measure what matters. So focus on outcomes, not just activities. Do use simple evidence. Numbers, stories, and feedback all count. Do align social value with your core business. It should support your business models, not sit on the side. Do report progress honestly. Share both successes and lessons learned. People want to be part of the journey, and people want to learn. And if you can be in a position to do either teach or help people to come along on the journey, do it. Do match your story to your audience. Funders want outcomes, customer wants connection. Sometimes that's not a hard and soft rule, so sometimes that may differ. But do consider what you're sharing with that audience, because some things may be oversharing and some things they just don't need to know right now. Now for the don'ts. Don't exaggerate or impact wash. Credibility is everything. Don't copy other organization claims. Your impact should be unique to your business. Don't treat social value as just a marketing exercise. It must be embedded in how you operate. Don't measure everything. Focus on what's most meaningful and useful. Don't ignore negative impacts. Being honest builds trust, and you can leverage it. Don't forget that. Don't wait until you're perfect to start. Social value grows over time. Just start. Just start counting it. Just start doing good work. And just keep on recording it. Little by little, the bigger picture starts to form. Don't make it complicated. It shouldn't be complicated. And we talked about additional admin for small businesses. We don't want to create additional work. So simplify it make it as simple as possible for yourself to measure. So especially, and also just to expand on that, simple measurement done well is better than complex plans never used. Great statement. Don't forget the people behind the data. Social value is about real lives, not just numbers. So just really think about, for every impact, there is a person that sits behind that number or whatever it is. And so it's how do you bring that and how do you tell that story so that those needs are not just addressed for, once, but they continue to be addressed. So hopefully after this session, you should be able to list your social values, their impact, your actual impact, measure your social value, what and how to calculate, have a social value or understand how to create a social value statement based on those outcomes and what you do and who it's supposed to help. And then your next steps, what do you use it for? What do you do with it? And how do you leverage it? Who do you speak to? When do you speak to them? Which platforms do you use? So hopefully this session has given you even an introduction into this subject area. Reflections and takeaways, frequently asked questions. How can I get started with social value in my company? Quite simply, just begin by identifying your key activities and who benefits from them. Then measure the positive changes you create and consider creating a social value statement. My company, if you wish, can support you with guidance, templates, and practical tools to start you on your social value journey. Where can I go to find out more about social value? There are several trusted sources you can explore. So Social Value UK being one of them. They provide guidance, framework, and case studies. Hacked Social Value Bank, which monetize outcomes for social impact measurements. SROI network, so I mentioned that earlier. Resources for social return on investment methodology, should you wish to dig a bit deeper if you've got capacity to do so. Local government or sector-specific portals often provide guidance tailored to your industry. So yeah, they could be look at your local council, local authority to see, and just put in a Google search maybe what they're doing on social value. If they've got a social value strategy, some local authorities are better than others. Can I engage directly with RedBorder Ltd for support? Yes, you can book a one-to-one session with myself, Deborah, to discuss your social value goals, explore practical tools, and get tailored advice for your business. Yeah. So we've come to the end of this workshop, and I just want to say thank you to anyone who is watching this recording. If you wish to engage with me, please feel free to scan the QR code at the bottom, and that will take you directly to my LinkedIn profile. Alternatively, my email address is on this slide, or you can visit the website. But thank you all, and I wish you all the best on your social value journey. And if I can be of any assistance, please do reach out to me. Take care.